Last we left off, you all plotted your moves to distract the beholder while Sammy retrieved the Echo of Netheril. Though Riker's inability to stealth in the cavern forced Herc to reveal himself as a distraction. He attempted to appease the self-centered beholder Nonalim by feigning worship and doing their bidding, but Nonalim's ego was too fragile, and after one too many misspeaks, he lashed out at Herc, thus commencing battle. As the beholder's eye swivels violently towards Riker, a pulse of sickly green energy erupted forth, consuming his vision in a blinding flash. Riker, for a fleeting moment, you feel an intense heat, a pain sharper than any blade you've ever known. Then suddenly, nothing. The pain subsides instantly, replaced by an overwhelming sensation of weightlessness as you've stepped from the edge of a great height into an endless void. Your vision slowly returns, but the frantic chaos of battle has vanished. Instead, you now drift slowly through a quiet twilight, surrounded by drifting tendrils of ethereal mist. Echoes of your final moments ripple around you in ghostly whispers, growing faint as a distant dream. Ahead, out of the mist rises an impossibly vast cityscape carved of solemn gray stone. Countless souls drifting silently forward towards towering gates sculpted with intricate patterns of bones and eternal repose. The city of judgment, the domain of Kelemvor, lies before you. As you drift closer, your ethereal form begins to solidify, your feet gently coming to rest upon ancient cobblestones worn smooth by the footsteps of untold generations. The gates slowly swing open, revealing wide streets illuminated by flickering lanterns, each burning with a pale silver flame. On either side rise great halls, temples, monuments to a variety of deities. Some of them you know, some of them you don't. Ahead, atop a dais wrought from obsidian and bone, Kelemvor awaits. Draped in robes of muted gray, his face obscured by a hood that reveals only his unyielding gaze. Around him, scribes silently record the passage of souls. You feel neither fear nor sorrow here, only peace and understanding. The weight of your deeds, your heroisms, your triumphs, and your failures are all laid bare as you approach the Lord of the Dead. Kelemvor looks at you as you come close. You have crossed the threshold between worlds, stepping from realm of the living into my domain. Your mortal burdens now rest behind you, and your deeds lie bare before me, recorded in the annals of time. In life, did you seek favor in a god that you wish to petition for your right to be amongst them in the heavens or hells?
No, I don't believe I ever did.
Should you forego your option to petition another god, your soul shall pass through my judgment.
I suppose your judgment is as good as any of the other gods.
Story shall be weighed and your spirit guided towards the fate you have earned. Tell me, what truths do you carry here at the end? What memories do you choose to define your passage into eternity?
Is there a limit?
Your most defining moments.
Boy. Wrecker would think on this for a second. And the first memory he would put up is when he officially left his father's estate. They had that big argument and he left for good. Um, the next one is when he began training under Mortimer.
Okay.
Let's see. Another one is session 1, like the meeting when he first went off, and like the meeting of everyone together in the cart. The next is I can't remember the name of the creature, but when he chose
The Ferrum?
The Ferrum, yeah. When he chose to defy the Ferrum and attacked it.
Okay.
And probably going to rescue Sammy and Arv in the Shadowfell.
Mm.
That's what I got.
Few of these memories are riddled with heroism. Your journey into the Shadowfell, defying the Ferrum, even though impossible odds to save the lives of those that could come. Tell me, why did you set out on this journey in the beginning?
Well, to be honest, I was just put on a task by Mortimer. But as things developed and we realized the true scope of things, I just knew that I had the power to help, to do something, and I felt the responsibility to do so.
Do you have any regrets of your journey?
He thinks on that. He says, well, I think my biggest one was he kind of like if he's able to like peer into the memory, it's when Arsis died. And he recounts that experience. And the other one, that I think that was probably when I realized the true scope of our mission and how easily any one of us could die at any given moment. And I know my dad and I didn't get on the best of terms, but I guess I regret just at least not coming to an understanding with him.
Your entire life, you've seemed to have a great care and understanding of those around you, wanting to prevent any harm coming to them. One last question before I pass my judgment. Why did you leave your father? Why was it so easy for you to give up, even though you regret it now here in these moments?
I don't regret leaving him. I only regret that we were as abrasive as we were towards each other. But I left him because I couldn't meet his impossible standards. And I knew that no matter what, it would just end in disappointment. You can't teach a bird to swim. That is to say, if your talents lie elsewhere, why force them onto something else? And I realized that early on.
Do you feel you fulfilled your life's purpose
I don't know. I feel like there's more to be done with what's going on the mortal realm. There's still a great danger, and my friends are. Yes, I'm sure they won the fight, but that's not the only fight they'll have. And I guess I would have liked to have helped a little more.
Well then. It should ease your mind to know that this is not a place of great suffering. You will not go to any hells, but due to your lack of belief in any gods, you will not go to any heavens either. You will be stuck amongst those who are found with similar judgments to yourself.
Given that, I accept that. Sorry, can I ask a question?
He peers at the long lines of souls behind you.
Just the one.
I have eternity.
Is there, I don't know, a waiting room, I suppose? Because I know my friends are going to try to bring me back, and I know it's only going to be a matter of time. I have faith in them.
He looks around. Lucian, this is the waiting room.
Well, suppose I'll go in and sit down somewhere then.
And he gestures you off to the left, and as you turn, you can see the city kind of morphing from what was a very dilapidated state to something more akin to what you remember in Suzail. More of the Lord Manor homes. And you can see shops and places to get food and drink. And you also see others similar to yourself wandering the streets, conversing. This looks just like any other city that you've ever seen, except a little more gray. And with that, we will transition.
Is there something Riker can do in the city?
Yeah.
He will simply find a bench, sit down, and if he has like any kind of writing utensil, just begin writing, because he's got a feeling that this is not going to be the end.
Okay. We resume with the rest of you in the Netherese ruins. A limp Riker on one end of the room, and Sammy attempting to grab the echo of Netherrill and failing on the other end of the room. Shouting out to the rest of the group, letting him know that he was unable to do so. What are the rest of you doing in this moment?
Rin, at the end, she was like trying to do chest compressions. She is doing anything that she can, like completely, like impotently trying to bring Riker back.
So Arsis will walk over slowly, see the giant hole in Riker's chest, and then just lean down and stop you. Just gently put a hand on yours.
There's a hole in his chest?
No, we have to. There's got to be something we can do.
There will be. Once we get to Suzail, they'll do the same thing y'all did for me.
Out of my way.
Herc. Sammy needs your strength.
Working.
Herc.
Did we determine that Mage Hand wouldn't move the obelisk? I can't remember.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
In Christ.
Herc, guys, go.
I think Riker needs to be seen to. I think that's more important right now.
And just the way I imagine Riker looking right now, the mask is fully on, but one of the green eyepieces is totally like broken off, and there's just a single eye peering out, looking at nothing.
Cool.
How tall are these
Horizon.
statues in this room?
The I know it's hard to believe, but
Hells.
we can't do anything for him right now besides hurry up and get what we need to do and get back to Suzail where the powerful magics.
Yes, I hear you.
I'll stay with
Damn.
Riker. You guys go. Go get the thing.
Hells.
Arv, go! And I'll point and I'll push, kind of gently push Rin.
And he'll.
She,
The
as she
statues in
gets
this
up,
room, how tall
She'll
are they?
pick up like one piece of the eyeglass
Just
and hand it to Arcus. Like, pick it all up, fix it, do what you can, and then she'll run off.
Okay. Sammy, your question about the statues, I'm sorry?
Yeah, how tall are they?
Probably about 6.5 foot tall, 7 foot tall.
Damn it!
Why?
I was gonna see if maybe I could push one and then knock the obelisk out of the area. But if it's not tall enough, my quick math assessment tells me that that's not the right size. So then I'll probably grab one of the chairs in this desk area here.
Okay.
DJ, are
And
you
I'll
having
use
trouble
it
hearing
to,
us?
like-
Oh, he's talking. I hear him.
Oh, he was just interrupting us earlier, so I was wondering if you couldn't hear us.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. Anyways, sorry.
Well, I was trying to catch a air moment there. So
Yeah, I get it. You wanted to grab a chair.
grab a chair and try to push the obelisk then.
Okay. Grabbing a chair and moving it over to the obelisk. Are you trying to just gently push it as it's levitating above the platform, or are you trying to swing and knock it?
I'm just trying to push it off, so if the gentle budge doesn't work, then the full-on, like, throwing my weight into it, or swinging it like a bat, or something like that.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ, again?
There's something different about it this time. When you touch it, you feel connected in a way that you didn't before, that you're confused because you don't physically have a hand on this obelisk, but you feel it through the chair. You feel confident that you would be able to grab it. Do you still push it?
I feel confident that I could grab it? Shit. Yeah, why the hell not? Let's see what happens.
That's confidence for you.
Yeah.
As you grab the obelisk, touching the cold obsidian, you feel immense knowledge rush forth into your mind. Spells, magic that you couldn't dream of possessing the power. Knowledge of history. This is a everything, everywhere, all at once type moment as you feel impossibly connected to the passage of time. While you hold this, your intelligence is 30.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
The fuck? Okay.
As Arv comes walking into the room, looking at you. You got it. I didn't think it would be that easy.
Well, it wasn't easy in the first place. There was a massive jolt of energy that hit me first. I looked down at this obelisk. Oh, where's everybody else? How's everyone? How are they?
Riker's gone.
What? How?
The Beholder. I'm not sure what, but he's fast. If we hurry back to the city, we can still possibly revive him.
Well, then I suppose there's no time to waste, and I look at this gate. Is there any way to open it from this side of the gate?
Unfortunately, you don't see any sort of latch or handle mechanism. With your 30 intelligence and with your now knowledge of events that you have never seen, witnessed, heard about, you know that the appropriate answer would have been to offer anything to the cats in the previous room, as the Netherese worshipped them.
Could I throw something through the gate? Gold coin and let it land on the table? Would that constitute an offering?
Cats don't eat off of the floor. Not these ones. They eat from polished, clean bowls. And their offering would only be worth it in a polished, clean bowl.
Preferably
Have any of
tuna.
that.
Not too much
Alright.
tuna.
All right, no time to waste then. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Quick glance over the desk. Do I see anything on them as we circle back around?
How long do you want to spend looking at them? Like you...
Just a quick glance.
Quick glance.
I'm not rifling through drawers.
You see runes and words. Could be a spell. Could be... yeah, it's hard to know unless you're gonna pick them up and actually read them and
Nope.
study them.
Nope. My buddy is hurting, so...
Alrighty. As you all get back out to the room, somehow Sammy was able to pick up the obelisk.
Good.
I thought it...
Okay.
Part of me didn't
Alright.
think that was going to work.
Well, we're doing it. We're gonna get back. We've got that teleportation magic, right? That's all we have to do.
Yes,
What about-
use that scroll.
Ooh, what about Oz's parents, though?
Arv
Well,
turns
we know
towards...
where they are now.
Yeah, Arv
Is it
turns
okay
towards
if we come back
Arsis's
for them?
parents. Or towards Arsis. What do you think?
Is there anything we can grab? Anything else?
I mean, from here, or do you mean your parents?
We just need something to convince my mom to come with us. Something to make her think that her quest is complete.
We have... I guess the obelisk. We could try to convince her that that's what she sought.
With her state of mind being the way that she is, wouldn't she want to take it for herself? get the like. I don't care about credit, but I'm afraid she won't give it back, or she won't turn it in appropriately. So let's grab something else.
Really? Well,
I don't know.
you think
She's not sane.
Sammy's probably gonna run over to the beholder and cut off an eye stalk, and then throw that at the feet of Arceus.
That's not good enough.
Maybe she'll think that the eye tyrant was guarding it, and by cutting it off one of its eye stalks, she'd be convinced that she would
Was
move
there
on.
anything else in that room that we could take that was an item or an artifact?
I didn't look it over.
do you think that's really going to fool her?
Because Riker's dead.
Do we even have time to go back to your parents right now?
Well, how long was I dead for? How much time do we actually have?
Theoretically, we have 10 days. It's already past the 1 minute mark, so Revivify wouldn't work anymore. So we have 10 days for Ray's dead.
I can help with that timeline too, if need be. I can perform a certain ceremony to help preserve the body.
Well, how long does the ceremony take?
I'll need a night to prepare things.
No, we don't have that time.
Okay, so we're past
How many of these teleportation scrolls do we have?
I just have the one.
Why don't we pop over and...
Can we get another one when we're back in Suzail?
Probably. I think if we bring them this powerful thing, the echoes, that's what this was all about, right? We're heroes. We deserve that.
But teleportation circle only works to designated areas. There's no permanent circle out here. After we step through this teleportation circle, it's gone.
All right, wizard, speak. What is? There's got to be something else that. There's got to be another way of travel, right? I guess.
All right.
If there was.
While this debate is going on, Sammy is headed back to the room.
Well, hey, where are you going?
There was a multi-tiered dais in there that had runes carved on them. Maybe if we could try to chip off a chunk of it, those magic runes on the marble could be enough for us to say that was the gateway. Maybe Raykrana would believe that.
I like that plan.
That sounds like a great idea. I'm down for that.
All right, let's. I'm gonna need some strength.
All right. Well.
So while you've all been doing this, Arceus has been gathering up all of Riker's things, and she's wrapped him in his cloak so that he doesn't, like, his arms aren't filling out, and he's ready for travel.
Oh.
Nice.
What if we put him in his bag?
He's a little bigger than 2 feet.
Well, it's a big bag on the inside, isn't it?
Right, but the opening's only 2 feet.
Well, you could.
I just figured we'd borrow.
Don't do anything too hasty. I don't want to put him in there and then we can't get him out. But I'm going to go help them, so you figure it out.
The bag of holding already has 50,000 gold coins and items. Shoving in another 180 pounds, it could put it over its limit.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that would be nothing. But...
I know we've looked this up like fucking 10 times, I'm pretty sure.
It's 500 pounds.
Okay, I thought it was 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Look, it's Riker's bag. We don't know how to use it properly.
I'll carry him. Fine.
All right.
So, Arv, Herc, and anybody else, is anybody else going deeper into the ruins to help with trying to break apart the ruins? I guess that just leaves.
I can carry him, but why don't you come with me and we'll pick out some runes and try to this plan.
gonna go window shopping some runes?
She seems
While
to
this
have
is
an
going
instinct
on,
for it.
while this is going
Ren
on,
can stay
Sammy's
with
already in the
Riker.
room looking at stuff.
Hold on, Sammy. What would you say, Herc?
Rin can stay with the body while, Arsis and I go, and she seems to have an instinct for what her mom would believe. So, but Sammy has very high intelligence, so maybe
It is true.
He can
It's true.
analyze.
As you guys are going back there, Sammy, you're looking at the table. What are you looking for?
No, I'm just taking my time going through everything. Journals, whatnot. Seeing what all this stuff on the desk is, maybe inside the desk if there are no locked drawers.
You find
Permitting, I'll probably do the same thing with the other desk.
Give me no check. You find multiple accounts of instances where the Echo of Netheril had been used successfully on small scale things. Pouring water into a bowl and then using it to find the water now returned to the cup and the bowl bone dry. Lots of small experiments, even as far as cutting their own arm and then using it to remove the damage. Yeah, remove the harm. Yeah, remove harm. Yes. So small experiments and small notes. That is what you find over here.
Does it describe the length of time in which something like that had to occur?
It does. There's notes theorizing that the amount of time is strongly dependent on the amount of obelisk there is. You find notes that there are other obelisks, and this is actually just a chunk or a chiseled chip off of one. There are other obsidian obelisks strewn throughout not only Toril, but other worlds and realms entirely. So while they had not mathematically found out that the limits of the capabilities of this particular piece, they know that the larger the piece dictates the amount of time that can be undone.
All right. With that new knowledge, Sammy is probably gonna run back with that journal, and probably run past Kirk and whoever else might be in tow at that point.
Arsis, are you coming with me or no?
Ardu's gonna stay with Riker. She can go with you.
Okay.
Okay. As you guys are wandering back through the cave and kind of climbing down onto the sarcophagi, Sammy comes rushing past, headed back out in the opposite direction. Sammy, do you say anything to them as they're...
Where are you going? Where are the
New
rooms?
information. Just read something, trying something, and I just quickly dash past him again.
What the hells?
Arv,
Hey, you're
don't...
back fast.
He yells back out towards Sammy as Sammy comes rounding the corner. Don't do anything dangerous. Calculated measures, please.
Not
I'll
gonna stop him
slam
anyways.
the journal down on the ground, and I don't know if I have any instinctual way to use this obelisk. If there's anything that I read in the beginning that somebody, how they activated it, but I want to try to see if there's anything that I can do to reverse what happened to Riker.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And the Netherese ghost warned us.
One moment.
It'll be different with us, though.
As the three of you step into the back room, and Arsis now seeing this three-tiered dais for the first time, Herc as well, you can see runes carved in a circular pattern filling each of them, with the three statues holding books surrounding them. Arv goes up. I don't know, I thought maybe we could just take a solid 10-pound chunk of this with maybe one or two runes, and we might be able to convince Rakrana this is just a Netherese gate and we destroyed it.
All right, and you want my strength to stonemason these things out of there? I'm not a dwarf, you know.
Yeah. Maybe aim wider than we need to, and we'll...
I mean, Slam Stonefist. Now, Slam Stonefist probably could. He's descended from stone giants, you know. But,
What do you think,
well,
Arsis? Do you think this will be enough? Do you think there's anything else in here that might help convince her?
I'm not. Do you remember? Do you know what they were sent out here for? That's probably the biggest clue we need.
They were sent out to find something that was allowing the Netherese to traverse through the Shadowfell back into Suzail, or not into Suzail, but into Cormyr.
Yeah. So then, yeah, if we can, I guess, combine this with Sammy's beholder eye, we can maybe try. We might even. Either it's that I've heard rumors of her powerful magic. I'm afraid that knocking her out and tying her up to drag her back to Suzail isn't gonna work. I think we have to lie to her. So yeah, I think Herc that a couple stones, runes might do the trick. I think.
all right.
Case,
Which ones?
I don't think that matters.
And he just
yeah.
kind of looks for ones that might be angular in shape, that the most amount of runes in the smallest amount of space, and he points to an area. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with your axe. And I'm gonna say, I was going to say, the more amount of damage that you do, I'm gonna say the cleaner the cut is. So let's see how much. Yeah, so 19. Yeah, as you slam your axe, it pierces through.
22, right, with savage attacks.
Mm-hmm. The 3.
Oh yeah, with 22, piercing through the stone. It fractures in a way that it has a relatively smooth edge. You are left with probably about a 15-pound chunk of this marble flooring with the Netherese runes carved into them.
I blow the steam off my axe.
Impressive.
Anything
Herc.
Slam can do, I can do better.
Can you put this in your bag until we can find a way out of this place?
Now, this is something I'd like to put in that bag of holding, right?
We could
I
probably
got it.
do that.
I've got it. All right, I hope you guys have a good story to tell. Do you think you can lie to your mother?
Yes, Herc, I think I can.
And Arv, you can come up with some
Well,
magic
her-
gobbledygook to.
We've got some time because we actually don't know how to get out of here. I mean, we still have the rope at the entrance.
Ooh, about that. Dawnstar, a noble beast that he is, can only hold against the pull weight of the earth for so long, and he ended up falling down, or landing gracefully in the equivalent of the lobby to this place, if you will.
So no matter how quickly we want to get out of here, we got to find an exit first.
Right. Well, let's go make sure Sammy's not gonna transport himself to the Feywild or something with that obelisk, and get Riker, and find the hell the way out of here.
As you're kind of walking back, Arv says, "Well, I prepared Fly, but then once we did realize that it was a beholder, I didn't think that it would be a good idea in case they did their anti-magic cone and potentially caused them to fall. But I could cast Fly on someone and we could get back up and out."
Hell's I'll fly. I'll fly.
I mean, that was a pretty tight squeeze through the sand. Trying to fly up through that might be quite difficult.
I'm strong. Yeah.
No one's saying you're not strong.
Did you see what I just did? I can do it, and you'll need me up there anyway to pull the rope.
I mean, if that's what everyone decides they want to do instead of just finding the exit, that's
it's
fine.
a good plan A. If we find an exit, obviously that would be preferable.
All right.
Well,
But it is a good backup plan, for sure.
yes. Ooh. All right.
Also, I don't know what Sammy's doing. I'm...
Well, let's go find out.
I'd rather get back to Riker. Why don't you grab Sammy? And...
Well, I think he was going over to Riker or something.
Yeah, Sammy, now tell me what you were intending to do, please.
So I just flipped through the beginning pages again to see what they, in regards to the obelisk, not so much anything else. I'm just looking for that shit. So, as far as like activating the obelisk, I'm just flying through those pages looking for that. And if I can find that way to harness it, I want to try to see if I can undo the damage that had occurred to Riker.
Okay. You don't need the notes to know. Purely holding the obelisk gives you that knowledge.
Forgot about that little detail.
That 3 points of intelligence.
Yeah, okay. So, before I do this then, in my mind's eye, did I see anything terrible happen to anybody upon activating this obelisk?
So let me describe how this works. You close your eyes, holding the obelisk, and it's as if for a moment you are transferred to another plane of existence. Blinding white in every direction, but you see all of your options laid out in front of you. Every spell that you could cast, every possibility that you could unwind. The chance of success on that is determined by how close it is to you in this space. And you see a lifeless Riker laying in the distance, several hundred feet away. While you're not physically moving in the real world, your choice, your decision to try to reverse that calls you towards him. Note that once you pull this trigger, the consequences could be final. Like you set it into motion. Is this something that you want to do with this?
I don't see any of the consequences if I were to do this.
You see the potential of Riker's harm being undone, but you don't know whether or not you have the power to do so. Just like the mage that you encountered in the halls earlier knew that it was a possibility to reverse the Karsus's folly, didn't know if he had the potential to do so, but he only found out that he could not after he tried.
What does
Okay.
this look like as you're like to someone in the physical world? Are you still just standing far away? Are you pointing the obelisk? Like
This-
He's Doctor Stranging again.
It's 100% in his mind, and it's happening
Yeah.
instantaneously. All you see is him coming up, holding it, and maybe you might even... This is processing in the span of a blink in the real world.
what? Cool.
I'll probably come out of it right quick, and I will look over at Rin. This is powerful, and I think I can do something about him. And
What do you
If
think you can do?
I think I can fix it. But if something happens to me, just
I mean, Sammy, you're not a mage. I know you're very smart, you're very brave, but you are not a mage. This is a compassionate idea. This is a good idea and thought, but I don't want to lose two of you at once.
we're gonna bring him back one way or the other, right?
Can go to Suzail. We can do exactly like what we did for Arsis.
Just reckless to the end. Just watch over everybody. And I'm going to blink and we'll steam ahead.
Full steam ahead towards resurrecting Riker.
Yes.
One second.
Yep. Love you guys.
Oy.
If the DM makes that noise, you know you're screwed.
That's fine.
Okay. Give me an intelligence saving throw with your new modifier, which is a plus 10 at a 30.
Oh, come on. Christ almighty. I love rolling. Yeah, that's great. Fantastic.
Alrighty. I need a quick 5.
Potty break.
Yeah, take a quick pee. And grab a drink. I gotta stew on this one for just a second.
I'll get 2 shots.
Okay.
Brother, if I killed myself, just pull that trigger. Don't even worry about it.
Be back.
Oh.
Here we go.
Gotta pour one out for Riker and Sammy.
Well, shit.
How you doing there, shitbird?
I'm
He's got another
okay.
character he wants to play. It's really what it sounds like.
Not really.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know me and cursed items. I love them.
Ah, this is a wild fucking move, man.
Yes, it is.
I think John has to
Rolled a
kill
fucking
you.
4. Probably. The dice want to tell a story.
No, you want to tell a story.
No, I don't want to tell a story.
We didn't have to even try. We had a surefire way to get him back as soon as we got back to town.
Yeah, but I don't like debts. I'm not big on debts.
We don't have to be in debt.
We have
We have-
diamonds, man.
And so much gold that the moment we get back to Suzail, pay somebody to resurrect him. We got a week.
Well, hell, look at it like this. If I kill myself, but I bring Riker back, then we're okay.
But
Yeah,
what
and
if you kill yourself
and
don't-
Riker's also still dead?
Yeah.
I've got the diamonds.
Man, I prepped a fucking monologue for Riker, not for you. Fuck.
Well,
Riker, I didn't mean to steal your death thunder.
Oh no, it's okay. I don't think you'll be stealing my thunder if this is how you go out.
You might leave your body here. That's what you would have wanted.
I mean, under normal circumstances, a 17 is not bad. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, when you have a 30 intelligence, I feel like that's not enough of a saving throw.
You would think, but it's very DM dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know it was a 25 or higher.
If it were me, I would have set it at like 30. So yeah,
it's okay.
it's fine, guys. Everything.
And the guy that was the wizard that had grown up with this shit couldn't do it. But Sammy's arrogant enough to think that he can.
I'm arrogant enough to think that he could do something. What it might be, who knows? I'm Charlie and Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm the wild card. And I just cut the brake lines.
So just because I didn't get to say it before, but Ardu is laying on Riker's like leg the way that a sad dog lays on their owner.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Just waiting there on Riker,
Oh, baby.
guarding the body.
Is he a bigger boy now too?
Not yet, not until we level up.
I thought we leveled up.
Thought we had a long rest first. So
I feel
when
like
we wake
play
up,
that role pretty loose usually. Yeah. Beholder's
It's like
dead.
when Mario. It's like when Mario gets the mushroom, he grows like 3 sizes.
yeah, same mushroom.
Have him eat the remains of the beholder, and it'll explain everything.
So no, I don't think he is yet because I haven't leveled yet because I was waiting for a long rest.
Right.
We've definitely short rested though, so have our hit points back.
No modifiers.
No modifiers, just roll a straight d20.
That much. 8.
Okay. Sammy, as you kneel down over top of Riker, clutching the obsidian obelisk, the rest of you come around the corner to witness this and see Sammy's back towards you. You don't hear any chanting or see anything besides just a concerned Rin next to Sammy as he's crouched over Riker. Rin, as you see Sammy blink, and then his eyes close for a little bit longer, you can see his entire body start to tremble. Fast. Blood immediately starts rushing from his nose. Nostril just massive leak, like somebody just opened up a faucet. With all of your focus onto Sammy, now hemorrhaging blood, you fail to see Riker's wounds close. As the shaking eventually subsides, so too does the draining of blood. Sammy falls over, unconscious, but a quick assessment would show that he is still breathing.
Rin, like, as he's like falling, she's gonna try and grab him and immediately cast an undo harm if she can.
Okay, I'll allow it. You can regain whatever hit points that she rolls for you, and regain your consciousness. But those are all the more hit points that you have.
Not my roll.
Yeah, at least
Riker,
she didn't start spouting a nosebleed. It'd be a domino reaction. Sorry.
sitting on a bench in the vast blandness that is the city of the dead. Tones of gray and white and black everywhere around you. Hold on, it's gonna change music. This works, actually. I'll take it. You look down at your notes and you find yourself subconsciously writing, "It is not yet my time." As you look up from your notebook, taking one quick glance around, soaking in your surroundings. As your body is forcefully pulled, or your spirit is forcefully pulled back into the realm of the living. You now have 1 HP.
Good music. timing.
What? Okay, hold on. I need to update the character sheet. This is huge. Okay, so do I still have that big gaping hole in my chest?
No, your wounds are healed.
Wounds are healed. Okay.
You are incredibly sore.
So
As-
is this about the time that Herc, Arsis, and Arver are walking back?
Yeah, so you guys had come around just in time to see Sammy like violently tremoring and blood pooling down around him, and like just as you came around the corner, you see Sammy fall over and Rin immediately kind of grab at him and then undo harm to bring him back on the brink from unconsciousness. So you would be here to witness this for sure.
What the hell?
Yeah, as
Something else attack? What is all this blood from? It's like
I
I'm
start my
running
Baywatch run across with the rune slab,
up. Mhm.
and
as
we'll go up to Sammy to heal him.
as Herc is healing Sammy, you just kind of hear off to the side of
Holy shit! I'm
Riker?
gonna lean down and I'm gonna touch Riker and dump a cure wounds into him too. Second level.
Riker just like flips over, like grasping at his chest. Just, oh god. And he just kind of like looks up and says, "See, I told you they'd come back for me."
Who you
You're
talking? Riker?
goddamn right. You're goddamn right.
It's a long story. Oh god, everything hurts. And he's just like,
spins around and hugs Riker.
where are we? Are we back in the cave? What's
It's been
happening?
about 10 minutes.
We did it, you bastard.
10 minutes? Oh my god. And yeah, like Riker will just like emphatically hug her back, just almost like not believing this.
There's no hole in your chest anymore. What happened?
Sammy, what did you do?
I don't even I don't know what happened. I went through what I assume was the pearly gates. I knew you guys would revive me eventually, so I was just kind of waiting for it to happen. Because I just didn't expect it to be this quickly.
Miss Rin, what the hell happened? We were gone for like 5 minutes.
Sammy used the obelisk.
I
It
think
works.
it heal?
Well, you guys found the obelisk?
Behold.
Oh, that's good.
How did you manage to do that, Sammy?
Is Sammy quiet in this time, or?
Very.
Okay, I didn't know if this was just you trying to think of how to respond, or if this was your character silence.
Sammy.
Wait, why did Sammy learn magic?
I don't know. What do you feel
Arv
different,
speaks
Sammy?
up. The obelisk has immense power. You really shouldn't have meddled in the things that you don't know.
Yeah. That ain't ever stopped him before. Remember, we had to throw you and him out of the Shadowfell.
Hey, everyone. Look what... It's a miracle. Look what he did.
I don't know how else to describe it, but it is a miracle.
You had a hole in your chest, boy. It's gone.
I know, I felt it, Herc.
Yeah,
Emphasis on felt. He just like
pretty
touching
dang
where the
bad,
wound
huh?
was. I almost can't believe this.
Arceus is gonna step away from like the pile of people a little bit, just kind of give herself some distance.
Well,
Although I feel really bad. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment, if you guys don't mind.
yeah.
No rush now.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it easy for a second. Take a breather.
Both of you.
Unfortunately,
Sammy,
you can't take...
say something,
Go ahead.
or we're gonna think that this thing scrambled your brain.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
here.
it did.
I'm good.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Thank you.
John.
Nothing. I was allowing the moment to be and seeing if there was anything that if Sammy had anything else to add, or if anybody else was doing anything. You, just to make sure everyone knows, because you did literally just take a long rest before you fought the Beholder, you can't take a long rest until at least, we'll say, you get back to Suzail or after you've teleported. But you are more than welcome to consume a short rest if you would like.
Even though we just also had a short rest.
Did you?
Didn't we? Yeah. I thought Arceus said we did.
Oh, maybe
Or
we
did we
didn't,
not?
because we were just.
Huh?
So it's been, I don't know how long since Riker died.
I thought we maybe might have right after. Oh no, because the episode ended with
Right as he.
us
Yeah, right.
finding that, yeah, so we wouldn't have time to rest.
Yeah.
So I guess we
Yeah.
still
So,
have.
So you can
so take a short rest.
you can take a short rest now if you'd like.
Okay.
Which I absolutely will.
Does anybody do anything with their time?
Arceus will actually make a fire and probably cook up some rations for everybody.
Okay.
Brother, I am in a lot of pain. I am just lying there doing nothing.
I'll help you cook.
Yeah.
Probably.
that
Shit. Just take it.
It's
Well,
dragon meat. You're not super.
You might still technically have a bardic, unless we count 10 minutes having passed, because...
Oh, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was... Because I gave that to you right at the end of the fight, so...
Yeah, 10 minutes.
I don't know how much time has actually passed.
10 minutes have passed.
Hell
Yeah.
Wow.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Just getting those out of the way. It's fine.
Wait, John, can I look in my real life journal? Did I write anything? Like, did anything I wrote down in the afterlife, like transfer over to my IRL journal?
That's a really good question. As you are laying there resting, you have that realization that that could have been a possibility, and you lurch up, looking at your journal. There is no documentation, but you do have your memories. Sorry about the yawn. It's contagious now.
Riker just like closes the journal and just once again mutters, "Took even longer than I. Took even. Sorry, didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Told you."
Oh, I'm glad that you're back.
It's comforting to be back.
What'd you see? Who'd you go to?
John, what was the god's
Probably
name again?
Kellenvor, huh? Because you don't really honor any of the gods.
Sorry, Riker, what was your question?
The god who was judging me, what was his name again?
Kellenvor.
Kellenvor.
Yeah,
Kellenvor.
Kellenvor in the City of Dead.
Well, I saw Kellenvor, and honestly, he just kind of judged me based on my actions, and I was sent to, I don't know, a city that resembled Suzail, but also wasn't at the same time.
Yeah. Did you talk to anybody else? Make any friends in the afterlife?
No, they're not particularly chatty.
Arsis, is that what you saw?
I didn't talk to no gods. I was just walking, endless. Other souls,
Arsis.
though.
Yeah.
I saw them, but same. No one was really super chatty.
Yeah.
Well, somebody needs to break the ice. No.
You know what, Herc? When it's your turn to die, you definitely will be the life of the party.
I hope so.
Although, given Herc's devotion to his gods, I think he might be going to a different place. A better place, probably.
Maybe even 3 different places. Wouldn't that be
Do you
crazy?
think you could go at once?
I don't know.
Would be like pieces of
Probably
Herc?
not. I assume whichever one has gotten the most favor with at the end.
Maybe they'll all want you, and they'll all have to fight for you.
I like the sound of that. That would be a show.
So, Arv was talking. Sorry, Sammy, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Kirk, you still have that pendant, that amulet? All this talk about gods.
Yeah, man. You just did another daring deed. I think tomorrow's the one for you. Reckless and stupid, but it worked out. And we should celebrate. Fortune smiles kindly upon us today.
It does.
But I guess I give. Did you want it back? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'll take.
Okay.
I'll take the amulet of tomorrow.
Sorry about the rations. I was a bit distracted.
Oh,
Little
that's
charred
that's
dragon
rather
meat.
yeah, little charred.
So,
Go ahead.
Arv thinks the best way to go is to backtrack all the way back and somebody fly up in that hole we fell down into.
Me.
Well, it's not a bad idea.
But if we could find another exit that might be easier.
You know
Those
that
that are
we're
However,
wounded.
looking for an exit might lead to more danger that we have yet to have uncovered. Just if we're laying out all the risks. And
might-
I suppose I'm a little bit biased because I think it'd be really cool to fly.
That does sound pretty cool.
As you sit
It's,
here for nearly an hour now. That's how long rests are, right? An hour, not 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
1
Yeah.
hour.
Mm-hmm.
As you sit for nearly an hour, you feel vibrations on the ground. Sporadic. As if the foundation that you're sitting on is shifting or something is slamming into it, causing the vibrations to ring up through your body.
Does anyone feel like this place might be coming down like those classic adventure stories where you get the treasure and then the place collapses? I mean, it's not so sudden, but
I'm just glad I'm not the only one feeling that.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right. Sounds like we got flying hurt on our friends. Everyone gather your stuff. Let's go.
Didn't we just
Right.
use the scroll to get out of here now? Wouldn't that be the quickest path?
We've got to get Arceus's
Just-
parents.
How far away is that?
A couple
That's
hours.
right.
An hour?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to. You guys took the scorpions over here, right?
Yeah.
Scorpions are at the entrance, right? Where we
Yeah.
were.
Should be.
Comstar hasn't been looking
Upstairs.
over them, so
Yeah.
who knows what kind of mischief they've gotten up to.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, they're upstairs. Yeah, as you guys
We left them outside, guys.
So we backtrack. There wasn't any other passage that we missed, possibly, or there are, I guess,
I think there's a lot of things we missed, but
because it's a maze.
well, but also the rest of the city.
Oddly enough, one of the things that you would know is that overwhelming majority of the city is buried under sand. It appeared that only this path that you had taken was under the umbrella of whatever magic was protecting the sands from falling down onto it, which you're
After putting
starting
out
to
the fire.
guess is potentially the
Failing.
magic source is no longer there, so it's starting to fail. I'm not going to make you guys navigate through the maze again. It was short enough that you would be able to easily backtrack your way through.
But we should at least parade our prize by Ned, the Netherese ghost, and congratulate Sammy, just in passing, upon successfully using it and not becoming a ghost.
Are you just gonna rub
I'll
that
look
into
at
that poor
Ned as
undead
we're
soul?
walking past.
Bye, Ned.
As you shout around for Ned,
Loser.
there
He's
is no
gone.
response.
Oh. He's too cowardly to face us now. He's
I
in
bet- I
deep
bet he-
shame
I
knowing
bet he
that we
peeked.
did what he couldn't.
Or his
Remember when
purpose
we
is
felt like we were
complete
being
and he
watched?
moved on to the afterworld.
Nope, he's got the L.
See, you're feeling
Okay, and
better,
then
Racker.
after Ned, there's the statue, right? Or were there branching paths?
The
Uh,
statue's
or-
right past what we have to get out.
Right. I'm trying to track, like, so, like, we fell down, we saw the statue, and then it was the maze, pretty much, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
I'm wandering
Or the
around like
entrance
the
to the
main
maze and
part. Yeah.
One moment. There's some character chat happening that you guys aren't privy to yet that I need to respond to.
Oh.
Wasn't me, because obviously I'm invested in what's
In our path to get out.
Yeah.
How to get upstairs.
No secrets are being kept over here.
Nope.
How's the
so
weather over there?
Okay.
Golem door.
As you make your way back into the chamber with the four statues and the pillars, the orbs still aglow inside of the corresponding pillars. And you can see beyond that the steps leading down to the sandy and the rubble-strewn ground. But now, as you venture down the stairs, you can see the totality of the destruction that is now coming down around you. Small gaps of sunlight peer through the sands above as chunks of the earth have fallen down, creating gaps in the ceiling. How do you proceed? Do you continue running across the bridge, then through the building and out into the room that you came in, or do you attempt, as you're looking out over the bridge right now, to plot your escape here and now?
Looking up at the ceiling, like things are kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Are the holes that are up there? Is there one gaping wide enough that I can fit through that would prompt me to have Arv fly me or the horse, and I get on the horse, and then I've got a rope, people hold on, and we ET phone home out of here.
I
don't think that plan is going to work, Herc.
Also,
Only
all of our
because
rope
hanging
is
onto
at-
a moving rope, all of us
Okay,
is a
fine.
lot of.
That was a little bit more fantastical, but maybe I go up and I tie the
you
rope
fly and then
securely and-
you can pull everybody up. I think we could do that. You might be able to take one person up with you, but I don't think you can.
Somebody else could probably
all-
ride on the horse.
All of our rope is back with Dawnstar at the actual entrance, like not at the bridge.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
No,
if
but
it's all of
Dawnstar
it. It's
fell
only
down
3.
here.
Well,
yeah, but like
he
at
wasn't
the actual
allowed-
entrance, he wasn't allowed to get through the gate.
Oh well, then maybe we should probably run.
We should probably get to the gate.
okay.
Where the rope is.
Yeah.
I will stay behind. And then I will make sure everyone's running through. Just make sure
Okay.
Arv doesn't fall behind or other people don't go missing.
I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Dex throw.
Ooh.
Riker.
Well, guys, it was good while it lasted.
Riker.
Ouch.
I rolled so shit as Riker. I swear to God.
DC was 15, so Arv failed, Riker failed, Rin failed, Herc failed.
Ren I would probably be near Ren, so Ren, everybody should get +3 because they're near me.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. So then.
That doesn't help with Riker or you.
Then.
But
yeah.
it helps
So
Ren.
Saves me, at least.
you and Riker are the only ones because it would save Arv as well. You'll take.
Oh shit.
12 points of bludgeoning damage for failing, and this was just a save or suck.
Thank God for the short rest.
As the sand comes and debris comes clashing down around you, getting into the building, you have two paths. The one that you knew that you went through the servants' quarters, or the one that you didn't go through, which was just the main doors right across from the bridge. You saw the sand golems go through it before. Do you just push right through those center two doors?
I figured the consensus was that we backtrack so we knew what we were running into instead of risking going a different path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the longer path, I'll need you to all make one more dexterity saving throw as the building is now crumbling.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit. Can I pump Riker a little bit before that happens?
If I'm near you, I get a +3. So
I think he means lay on hands.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
is that what you meant?
That is what I meant, not pump him full of love.
You don't want to touch him.
You get 9 hit points.
Yeah. I'll allow it. Okay,
Dex save.
Sammy fails and
I
Herc
fail.
fails. Oof. Those are some big rolls. That's wild. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
To
My
both
short rest hit
Sammy
points.
and Herc. Okay.
Is Sammy up?
I think his 4 hit points wasn't his max, was reduced to 4 hit points. I think he short rested.
Yeah.
I didn't take my hit points. I hit
Yeah,
dice.
Wait, you
Then
didn't
you are
short
not
rest,
up.
you mean?
Yeah, I didn't short rest.
Did
Okay.
you save that first one?
But you had-
You did. Wait.
You had 9 total
Yeah.
hit points then from the healing.
Yeah.
John, can I do something? Because I have plenty of spell slots.
Yeah, I mean, you see a large chunk of the floor or the ceiling from the room that you're in as you're running through the servants' quarters collapse down on Sammy, and he just crumples down, his hands and upper body still exposed out, but now laying motionless, unconscious.
All right. I will go up with needle in hand, put the needle just right in his heart as I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Now trapped underneath of the falling rubble.
Look, he's got the same amount of hit points he had before.
Prone and trapped underneath of the falling rubble, the rest of you have a choice. Do you stop or do you continue to go?
We have to get the rebel off of Sammy, yes.
I mean, he's got the echo at the very least.
At the very
I
least, grab the
will
echo. I'm just
Book of Glory, Channel to Divinity, Peerless Athlete. Let's get that stuff off.
Okay. Everybody is staying, though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if everybody said. Okay, so.
I mean, Arv might run off, but the rest of us is going to stop for a second and try to get this rock off of Sammy.
Okay. I'll say
go, I've got it.
No, I think we're all helping.
with all of you helping, I won't make anyone roll an athletics check. You successfully lift off the rubble from.
I'll pull Sammy out from underneath
Sammy.
it.
With
Let's
this
go, let's
additional
go.
delay, you all go up the hidden spiral staircase into the banquet room with the large mirrors, out into the corridor with the fountain, and then out to see the stone guardian now looking at you as you leave. The green ward allows you to pass through without issue from inside to out. And you can
Is
see...
the Guardian still sentient?
I'll say your passive perception
The 20.
shows no.
Okay.
It is solid, standing vigilant, facing outwards.
So
Okay.
Dawnstar could have come to.
Is there any like hole or the ceiling collapsing above the statue?
The overwhelming majority of the ceiling in this area furthest away from the power source has fallen.
Okay.
I'd
Could we
probably
just climb
say...
the statue to get out?
Oh no, I mean, we're talking, I think I said, wasn't it like 80 feet or something like that? It was like 50 feet from the fall when you were originally at the first time when Riker came down. And then like you had to traverse down more. It's like 80 feet. The stone statue isn't nearly that tall.
Okay.
But it's probably pretty safe to say, because Dawnstar only had 1 HP left, right? I believe from the fall. He had very limited. You can make me no. I'm gonna say unless he makes like 5 dexterity saving throws in a row. You could do it if you want, but roll 5 of them real quick. Any of them below a 15. He's gonna go poof.
Dex?
Come on, Dawnstar.
It's the first one.
This is just exciting. I think I have to go for it.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Okay, so -2 from each of these rolls. See how many I get.
There it is.
Okay.
The first one.
Ah.
All right. Last second level spell slot. Person.
Are you summoning Dawnstar now?
Wait till we're
Before you're out?
up north.
Yeah, wait till you're
Wait till
out.
we're above.
Oh, I wanted to fly on the horse. Okay. Well, all right. That's fine.
I mean, at this point, we're gonna have to dig the rope out from the ground because it's gonna be covered in rubble.
Yeah.
Arv spends a 3rd level spell slot to cast Fly onto you, Herc, and you're able to quickly traverse out. Luckily, being... Go ahead.
But the rope?
Yeah, are we able to find the rope?
I get the rope and I yank
Oh,
it.
Well,
Like
that's right,
If the horse
it's-
fell into the thing and then the ceiling fell on the thing, the rope is underneath the ceiling.
give me a perception check. An active perception check.
Fuck.
All of us.
Yeah, can we all be looking for the rope?
Yeah.
One would help Arsis look for the rope, and that
Rin
would
would
give
definitely
Arsis
help ours
advantage,
look for the rope.
and that would mean Arsis got a 28 instead.
Or Riker finds it, or
Oh,
Rin
yeah.
finds it.
Okay. Yeah. Quickly searching around, you are able to find where the rope is at, still tied together, clumped up in a long kind of wiggly strand, and you give it to Herc as he ascends, carrying the rope behind him. Do you choose to carry one person out in this moment? And if so, who?
Yeah, I'll take Sammy since he's doing so rough.
Good call. Sammy's still clutching the echo of Netheril.
Actually, how many people? I could probably carry more than that. I could
You
probably
just
carry
get
2
one.
people.
I don't know what the limitations of Fly are, but I'm pretty sure it would defeat the purpose of
Okay.
having Fly if one person could just carry 10 people in the air or
Mhm.
something wild. I'll say you can get one for now. I'll look
I
up
mean,
the full
in a
rules.
minute.
Right.
Back and forth.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you could choose to do that if you would like. Would you want to disregard the rope altogether and just make
I'll give Sammy the rope so he can tie it just in case something goes wrong, and
okay.
then the rest I'll come down and flying monkey, swoop and
Okay.
bring him up.
One at a time. You're the captain of the team. Who are you taking next?
Riker.
Alrighty, the rest of you need to make a dexterity saving throw. And unfortunately, because Herc is no longer within range,
Mm-mm.
you suffer 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
How are you looking, Miss Rin?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Glancing blow.
Okay. Arv is next.
You're taking all the boys first?
Penises first. Weenuses second.
Don't worry, I'll be last. No one's gonna come out of the woodworks and stab me to death this time.
Yeah, there's nobody left. Okay. One more, and then
They're
because
weaker than you. That's
we
what
did
he's saying. Is
we
that they're
did
all
two.
weaker than you.
Sure, we get chosen last for sports teams. I get it.
Mhm.
You said it, not us.
All right, if it's above a 20, it's Ren. If it's below a 20, it's Arsis.
I'll insist Arsis goes last. She'll hand Rin.
No,
to me.
Rin's gonna insist that she
Nope,
goes last.
I'm stronger than you. I will hand you off to Ark.
Not being able to decide, we all have to endure. No. Oh,
And I'll dismiss
Okay.
Ardu. I can resummon him or above.
Hold on, what you said? If it's below a 20, it's Arsis. If
Arsis.
it's above a 20, but you only rolled
No,
a
Arsis
d20.
will literally hand
Yeah,
Rin
I think
I
that's the
did.
point.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
I'll take
over.
Ren. It's okay.
Okay.
I also
Arsis,
have
feel,
climbing
would be
speed.
more-
She does not.
Yeah.
All right, so who's the
I
last
imagine,
one?
Like, we've kind of been climbing
Arsis is
while
last.
he's bopping up and down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. DC 15.
I'm fine.
Okay. All of you now outside of the ruins, a now massive pit in the ground. Your trusty scorpions that Vokuru gave you shimmy up out of the sand, feeling the vibrations, and come skittering over to your call. I imagine you all head back to Raykrana and Arston.
Just anywhere out of here, yes.
Yes. I'll lead us back to Raycana and Arston's camp.
Okay. Over the next hour or so, you travel. The sun still beating down overhead. Everybody give me Constitution saving throws with advantage because you have your
Oh yeah.
shirts on.
How many of us get Herc's bonus?
What is it, within 10 feet?
Yeah.
Probably nobody.
Right.
I don't think you're riding in that tight of a formation.
I need to do
Oh,
something real fast. Be right back.
Rin's day.
Friends
I
having
know
a day.
that 2 people have basically died in front of her, but she saw it. She's tired.
10.
Herc and Rin suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh, good.
I'll let flying.
I missed it. I know she said she had something. Where did she say she was going? She was getting a
I'm
mouse.
back.
Oh, you're
Wait,
so fast.
Did you say the clothes gave us?
I had to put an eye
advantage or
drop
anything
in.
like that, or no?
I've got a
Yeah, they
thing.
do give advantage.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you only rolled once. Okay, just Rin's exhausted.
Yeah, I can't remember how to add it either.
It's under conditions on the sheet.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. As you're approaching the ruins, Arv speaks out to the rest of you. I've got to find a spot to start drawing this teleportation circle. I can't do it in the sand. It needs to be a hard surface. You guys can convince them that we're good to go, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Herc, you got help? We've really good,
yeah.
believable
I
tales.
can draw. What?
No, I'm here to talk to my mom and dad about our adventures.
I cut the thing, didn't I?
You
now I
did.
have to lie? I can't lie.
It's for a good cause.
It's your parents, it's not a beholder. That was tough already.
Herc, you tell such beautiful stories, though.
You and Arv can... I mean,
Arv
if you
will be
really
busy.
think- What's he going to be busy with? Or... Riker, you can make things sound technical, can't you? Riker's back,
Not-
so he can
Actually,
do it.
not
I
very
need
well.
someone. I'm gonna need somebody to keep the blowing sand off of my runes as I paint them onto the ground.
I guess I have to do that, so I can't help you out just with lying to your parents.
Or did you
Alright.
have someone in mind, or
Rats.
can anyone do that?
You guys, honestly, go. All of you help Riker. I will get my parents to join us. It's fine.
I'll come with you.
I'll
Arsis,
come
it's
with.
fine.
I'll come with.
I'll come with.
Okay.
If I'm not needed, I don't know.
This is goofy.
I think Arv only needs the one broad-chested person to keep the sand off.
All right, well,
Rude,
Herc, I
so-
do need that piece of stone then, real fast.
Yes, you're heavy.
As you
Thank you.
pull up,
Oh, welcome.
hop off of your scorpions, and R rushes over to the chamber in the stone ruins just south of where the fire pit was at, and starts frantically dusting the sand off of the ground to begin the casting of teleportation circle that I believe takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
No, if it's doing it as a ritual, it's 10 minutes and 11 minutes.
Oh.
ooh. He's casting it from a scroll.
You should have advantage since I'm keeping the sand off him.
There's no
True.
advantage needed for this. It's just like it works kind of spell.
Okay. Anyways. Rakrana and primarily Arston see you all approach. You guys were gone for a decent amount of time. Did you get everything that you needed?
I think, yeah, we did. I'll get off the scorpion as it's kind of running up, and I'll walk slowly over to Rakrana and kind of crouch down and just dump the stone at her feet.
And she looks at it and picks it up. These runes. They're netherese. Where did you find this?
In the ruins, they're gone forever. We stopped them.
No. You can't stop the netherese. That's
We broke it.
simple.
We broke
The
their
city's
portals.
gone.
The city's
We
gone.
broke
They
it.
have no way to get here anymore. You could come back victorious. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
What did it look like? What
It
did
was
you...
beautiful parts of it.
What we were able to see was magnificent.
Was it? It was active. You could see into the Shadowfell.
It's not active anymore.
I always wanted to know what it was like in the Shadowfell.
I can tell you right now, it's gray and dark.
You went
Everything's got a
in?
shadow. We've been to the Shadowfell, yeah. It's not a place that I would wish anybody to go to.
And she kind of slumps down, like was sitting up straight as she was looking at the stone artifact. And as her back kind of thuds up against the wall behind her, she looks up. You were going to say?
It's like, but we're gonna go back to Suzail and report in.
And she looks up at Arston. Less than 24 hours. We've spent nearly 2 decades and she takes the pin off of her cloak, designating her status as a war wizard, just kind of tosses it forward. What good am I? To the crown? To you?
I'll gently put my hand on her arm if she lets me.
She does. And
Without you, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this.
And she breaks down weeping.
And I'll just hug her.
I left you to be a failure.
Come back to Suzail, you can make it up for me. I can get to know you. Our mission's not done. I need you.
And she reaches up. Arston kind of has his hand on your back as he's watching you kind of crouched over. She reaches up and grabs your face, and a tear of joy kind of drips down her cheek. You're so strong.
Runs in the family.
Remind me to give Sasha a raise when we get back.
We need to get back and help Sasha. She's in real trouble.
Okay. Let's get you back to the city.
Right, is there anything here you need? I think we got a few minutes left before we're ready to teleport.
Arston kind of stands up. Just a minute, I'll grab our things. And he goes over to a spot near one of the stone stairs that's kind of leading down into the shallow area, and walks down the path. And in the white sand near the water, he starts digging up with his hands and pulls out a chest full of some of their more delicate belongings that they didn't want ruined. And he lugs it back. Okay.
Rakrana, do you want that? And I point to the stone.
I'll have to bring it back as... Well, you should bring it back. Tell Ganrahas that you succeeded where I could not, but at least the mission is completed.
Alright, I'll pick up the stone.
Where are we off to then? Back to Suzail then, I take it, right?
Yeah, we've got to return and report. I'll also kind of grab her badge that she threw on the ground when I pick up the stone and pocket it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we got
8 exactly.
yeah. And she yells out to everyone, gather around. I'll teleport us back. And Arv thinks to himself,
Arv's been working on a circle. It gets right back to the main city.
yeah, but I can teleport us right to the Queen's chambers.
Oh, that might not be a good idea. She'd make it mad if we interrupt her or something.
Well, what if...
I'm sorry, not her chambers, but the crown hall. Or the throne room. Okay, we'll just go to the teleportation circle. It's only a few... Arv yells out, I'm almost done. Just one moment. Go ahead. What were you gonna
Ray
say?
Corona can bring us to the Queen's chambers.
It's...
But you worked hard, Arv.
He whispers,
Let's use your circle.
we need to take this. It's going somewhere where I need it to go.
Insight. What?
That was a little bit sus.
Herc is the only one that would probably be able to know
Right.
Yeah.
from his previous conversation. But he's none the wiser. And so
I guess we need to go that way.
as he is finishing up the rest of the runes, he calls for everyone. All right, as soon as I complete this, we're only going to have a few moments to get through. So as soon as you see the portal, you step into the circle.
I'll elbow Sammy and be like, kind of wish we were going to the Queen's chambers, don't you?
No.
And I'll chuckle. Oh, come on. It's a joke. Joking. That'd be an interesting teleportation circle.
I guess we'll all kind of line up around the circle
Yeah.
as he finishes it.
As the as the teleportation circle completes, the beam of light shoots up from each of the runes, creating a vision of white stone walls of the castle interior, and you step through the teleportation circle into your new space back in Suzail. All of you arrive. As you look around, you see 4 or 5 purple dragon knights standing guard around this room. Only one door exiting it. And as Arv steps through the last one, making sure that everyone came through, he turns and looks at you, Arsis.
Just real fast.
Yeah.
Because the last interaction that we had surrounded by purple dragon knights and the fact that they were imposters, can I look to see if anybody looks like disheveled in the way that those imposters did before I was killed?
Yeah, that's a good... give me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Even with a 12, you can notice a few things. The first thing that you notice is there spatterings of blood on the Purple Dragon Knights. They do not look well rested, fatigued. You know that face because you've seen it in your companions so many times.
Or just now. We're
Yeah, or just now,
exhausted and
even.
damaged and
Yes.
dead companions a second ago.
Seeing this, it probably sparks a little bit of uneasiness.
Then I would, being that I have the experience that I have, I would shout a warning to everybody.
What would your warning be?
I don't think they're here to help. Arms up! And I'll pull my bow out.
Oh, pulling weapons in the middle of the city.
Yes, I am.
Is everybody else pulling up
We're in a
arms?
party party.
It's up to them. This is just this is Arsha's reaction, what you would feel like in
Yeah,
this situation.
it's fair. I see it.
Okay. Quick question for you then, DM.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about this obelisk giving me some sort of foresight of things in the past. Do I have any recollection of what could have happened in this area?
With this, as you kind of close your eyes, gripping the obelisk tightly, as you peer, searching for the answer that you're looking for, you can tell beyond the shadow of a doubt that while you can't even see the answer, you know that it's beyond the possibility for you to be able to turn the tides or undo whatever was done. So
Oh no. Yeah,
I'm not
I know
interested.
Yeah.
you can't find it. I'm just saying it's so far outside
Okay.
of your capabilities that you can't find the answer you're looking for.
Okay. I'll probably pull to the back of withdraw into the center of the group. And I won't pull a weapon or anything like that.
Arv goes up to a nearby guard. What's happened? The guard responds, the city's been under attack for a day and a half now. The fungal infestation has spread.
Rin's gonna use her ring to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. As you do so, looking around, none of you are poisoned with anything, right? I think you're all
I don't think so.
you're all good. You don't detect any.
Okay. They're clear. I think they're telling the truth.
Well, these aren't fungal infestations. They're just exhausted.
We've got any infected quarantined inside of the prison. It's not good. Walls are shut, nobody's getting in or out. We don't
What
know
about the queen?
She's with Ganrahast.
Take us to them.
Arv says, I'm sorry. I'll take you to them. But first, and he looks at the guards, I'm sorry to ask this of you. Raykrana and Arston, you're under arrest for desertion of war.
Oh, Arv, come on, right now?
No, what is this, Arv? I'll turn my bow onto him, because I still have it pulled. What nonsense are you speaking?
Whoa. Let's put
And he
weapons
looks
down.
past you and talks directly to Raykrana. I'm sorry. You understand the oath that you took. And your lack of communication during the time of war for so many years. You were thought to be deserted. If I were to encounter you, I was to arrest you. You'll stand trial. You'll be given a fair trial. I promise you things will be okay.
They never
Great.
stop doing.
Well, priorities
What
are.
is this nonsense? Our sister's gonna start being loud. She's gonna
Raykrana
stand in.
steps up, places a hand on your shoulder. This is the oath that I swore. If this is the
I
way,
just found you.
I will be okay. I'll be right here. I will come willingly.
Wait, we can't just put them in the jail with the other infected. Well, where are they gonna go?
Arv
I hope
says,
they're not that
shit.
stupid.
You know what?
Can we
You
do a
need
house
them.
arrest? Or
Great,
something?
great. Yes, I'm glad we brought this up now. We have something very important we need to bring to the Queen and Gannerhast, and we've traveled a very long way and endured many toils to do it.
Keep
And I
them
think
with
that
us.
takes the utmost priority right now. And these people are not a danger to that mission. And we need to complete that first.
Yes. Why don't you come with us to the Queen? You
No,
can explain the situation to her.
we don't have time to deal with that. Listen, and he just looks at
Well,
the two
you're
of
the
them.
one who's making time to deal with that right now, Arv.
It was only supposed to be a few seconds. Listen, don't leave the city. Don't do anything. Go to your home. Stay there. The Crown will be in
Do they
touch
even
with you.
have a home? They've been gone for 20 years.
Of course, we always have a home. Guards escort them to their home. The rest
Don't
of
they
you
have better things to do? Like
stay.
defend the city?
They haven't been practiced in war. Their talents are no longer of use for the time being.
I see where your priorities are, Arv.
Man, this is... What a fumble, man. Ah,
And then I'm gonna wind up and punch him in the face.
Okay, roll your attack.
This will be unarmed. I'm
Yeah.
not actually trying to kill him yet.
Yeah. You got a positive strength modifier?
I do.
Nice.
Whoa.
Let me double check. I think his AC is 15. No. It's 15 with mage armor. You hit. Okay, 1 point of
2 points of damage.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right to his face. And then I will turn around. I will grab both of my parents by the wrist and be like, don't let anybody in and out. Don't trust anybody. The fungal infection is a serious thing, and we're gonna fix it, and then we're gonna fix this.
We'll be okay. We've survived the desert this long. What's a few more days? We could use some rest in the comforts of a home anyways. We'll be okay. You be safe.
hey, Mr. and Mrs. Brightwind, got a hankering for anything in particular? Are there any... God, is there any restaurants still open? Where's the good food stuff? And I'll give them...
Where's your house located? We'll find you as soon as we're done with the Queen.
I'll give them 10 golds. And I'll tell them some restaurants that they should get food from, now that they're back in Suzail. If that's possible. I don't know how bad it is.
We've got a little spot just northeast of the river that travels through. And he scrawls down on a piece of parchment an address that I don't have right now. I know the
I'll
location
give it
on
to
the map,
Riker.
but,
He'll find it for us afterwards. From the city.
yeah. Um, We'll be fine. You guys be safe.
Don't drink the water without checking it.
I thought I put it on
Beer.
loop. This is battle music that you are not supposed to be feeling.
It's too bad that didn't hit right during the punch.
That's how Arsis is feeling right now. She wants to go to battle.
Only with one little redheaded dipshit.
Hey.
He's being a real Percy Weasley.
Oh my god, 100% accurate.
I have no idea who that is, but I will agree with you.
A Harry Potter
What the
reference in our
hell?
year 2025.
Too bad it's too accurate, man.
Yeah, Harry Potter was this series of books.
Okay. Okay.
Whose author is the turf? I mean,
Tell me all about it. I need to know every intricate detail.
Skip.
I'm begging you, no.
there's a lot of internet forums for that. We'll send you them. We'll just fill your inbox with them.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. As you all part ways, the guards walking with Raykrana and Arston in the opposite direction upon leaving that room, you're in the dungeons of the main castle. Arv hastily walking through, you find yourself in the throne room. A council of nobles, noble houses, and their representatives from their armies talking with the queen. And as you come in and she standing next to Ganrahas gets a glance and runs over to you, interrupting the conversation. Do you have it, boy? Did you find the echo of Netherhill? And Arv looks over towards Sammy. We do.
Still holding it.
What'd you say, Sammy? I'm sorry?
Oh, I'm still holding it.
Ganrahas reaches out. Come now, I must take it and I must study it. There's no time to waste.
It's mine. Mine.
Wait, hold on. Can I use the purple dragon ring to detect the poison and disease?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay.
He's in fact dead. Don't give it to him.
Has it been 10 minutes? Because mine should still be up. If it hasn't been.
Yeah.
I mean, you both can have the same information, but
Yeah, we'll know in a second together, but.
Yeah. You realize that everyone in the room that you can see is free of any poison or disease.
Okay. I had to make sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. You guys have been given that for a reason. Yeah. Ganrahas looks at you now more sternly. Come now. Don't make me ask you again. I need this. Now the whole realm depends on it.
Sammy, I think it's okay to give it to him.
This artifact is not strong enough for what you need. It's even in your hands. I don't think you're going to find the answer. And
Well, Sammy,
he
you
hands
aren't
it over
either.
willingly.
Okay.
There's
Be
no
careful
time
with
for
it.
this pessimism. Arv, we must go to my chambers. We must study this. We've got 24 hours at the most. And he looks at you. What aren't you telling me?
Me?
Did you use this.
Yes, I did.
Is that bad?
He's not even a practicer of the arcane.
It was a miracle. He saved Riker.
Fool's luck.
Ignore that.
Praise
I see where Arv gets it.
I will say, I would be dead if not for him using it.
You would have been alive had you made it back to the city.
I don't know
No.
if you guys can spare the resources. Is there? And I'll turn to the other people in the room and ignore the wizards and be like, "Is there anything we can do to help? We're a little banged up, but we still got some fight left in us. At least I do."
Sammy goes dumb again.
Oh, that's right.
Say, Arsus, we kind of deserve a break, don't you think?
The Queen,
It won't matter anyway if this works.
Queen Raedra comes over to you. You have all proven yourselves to be more valuable to the crown, more honorable than any of us. Take tonight.
Your Majesty.
Rest. Your job is not through. We will need you again. The fight is still raging on. She looks over at you, Riker. Edwin is still fighting hard at the tree, holding off the armies of fungal servants that come crawling out. Portal is opened on top. They are on the brink of bringing Zunkmoy into this realm.
Do you think that's where we'll be needed?
Yes. The fortifications of these walls, these 80-foot walls, will hold whatever they throw at us. We were caught off guard. We didn't think the infestation had spread that far. But we will survive. We have everything quarantined.
What if they try another assassination portal on you? Shouldn't we be here making sure that this goes through without a hitch?
You mean the relic?
Yes. And you.
The relic is beyond me. My trust is in Ganrahast.
All right.
If you feel that you need to speak with him about it, you can, but we had discussed that if you made it back, him and Arv and any other arcanist that they could spare still at the university would study this thing.
Well, what about Sammy? Sammy should probably go with them too, huh? He's successfully used it. He's got more experience.
You saw the way they treated Sammy.
Handle it. I think they'll handle it fine. I don't think
That's
they
just
need my
like
opinions on it.
if somebody throws a javelin and then you throw it 500 feet farther and you've never practiced throwing a javelin before, you know, it's bound to ruffle some feathers. Sammy probably has a latent knack that nobody ever knew about. But I mean, we've been together through a lot. I guess we can. Maybe we're suited to different things better. Maybe, Riker, you go and help your dad, and Sammy stays here. I don't know.
I think what the Queen is implying is our talents may be needed with Edwin.
And we shall do as Her Majesty commands, of course.
But you all look to be in pretty rough shape. She looks over to somebody dressed in plain clothes and beckons him over with a single gesture with her hand. Escort them to the guest quarters. Give them a room. With a deep bow.
Right this way.
As everyone else leaves, as if everyone's gonna leave, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna be like, maybe you get in a word with the queen because she's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to linger behind just a few minutes.
And you can see Arv and Ganrahast talking hurriedly as they're walking out of the main chamber doors. The doors close behind them, out of earshot now. Arsis?
Excuse me, Your Majesty?
Yes. Arsis, was it?
Arsis Brightwind.
Yes. Raykrana's daughter.
We found them. Out in the desert.
I understand that to be true, yes. What is it
They
that
can
you
be
need?
of help. Just... Arv's got this silly notion that they needed to be under arrest. They're just lost and exhausted, and so dedicated to their mission that they couldn't come back. They can help us. If the stories about Raykrana are true, she's a powerful weapon that we may need in this fight. And so I just beg of Her Majesty for any goodwill that you have bestowed upon them or us, that you take that into consideration. Thinking about them.
Say your...
I understand your concern, and I would be too, if my parents or any relative was in the same situation as yours. I can assure you that I will take your words into consideration at their trial.
They just got mixed up with
I
it.
don't
The
think you
desert, it's hot
understand
out
what
there.
Thanks, Herc. No, it's they could help right now. You're throwing away a perfectly good resource.
Is there something in Suzailian law, state of emergencies? Maybe...
I have a lot on my mind and on my plate right now. I will take it into consideration, but at any rate, if there's anyone in need of a rest in this time, it is they who have been lost to us for nearly 2 decades. I promise you, they will be fine. You have my word.
So
And
with
she
that,
reaches out a hand to shake.
I'll shake her hand, yeah, and then I'll give her a bow, and then I'll turn to follow the attendant.
Okay.
If I didn't make it clear, I wanted to stay behind to kind of support Ursus.
Okay.
With that.
I figured everyone probably stopped to at least watch the show.
Lingering at a earshot distance to eavesdrop. Okay. Alrighty.
Great. Yeah.
As you make your way to the guest quarters, it's quiet. Hearing the echoes of your footsteps bounce off of the walls and reverberate back to you. flickers of the torchlight, hearing the crackles of the wood of the torch.
What's everyone feeling right now? I mean, we did it. Right? We made it.
I feel a little exhausted and a little nauseous.
Yeah.
I've still got the feeling that the worst of it is yet to come.
You died!
But I'm here right now, right?
Yeah, and you think it's gonna get worse than that?
Unfortunately,
It will.
I can't shake the feeling.
It will get worse.
And you, Mr. Pessimist, that was a bloody foreboding thing to say to the wizard. What happened? You don't think it's enough? Was this all a wild goose chase to you?
I mean, what I've seen, what I've experienced, that piece of stone, it's not going to be enough to change anything. I mean, it'll change small things, I think.
I mean, you saved Riker. You think that's a small thing? And you're not a wizard? Imagine what Ganrahas can do. That Ned, he must have been a total fraud. The Netherese are supposed to be powerful wizards and sorcerers and the like.
Well, think of it this way. Any firepower that we can put in our arsenal to help us is better than nothing. So even if it can only help in little ways, it still helps.
All right, well now
what
I'm
if it-
feeling kind of down because I was hoping it would be a mad, the remedy.
Are you excited
would-
to put your axe up and stop this fight, Herc? Or are you going to continue to fight with us?
Well, of course I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm a little bummed out that I thought getting the relic was gonna fix everything, and I got really psyched about that. Why it was so important to me.
I wish that the world was like that. That you could snap your fingers and everything would be all right.
Well, that's why I was asking Sammy. Maybe you're wrong, Sammy. Maybe it will fix everything. Maybe
There's
it will
always
be
a
enough.
hope. But I, for one, am
I-
willing to fight to get the
Mm.
outcome I want.
I'm willing to fight, but I don't know how long this fight will be and how useful I'll be.
Well,
Should we
either
take
we
this somewhere
try.
more comfortable? Should we? I
I
think
think
they
we're
should
already in
draw
like
us
our
a group.
private chambers, yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
should draw a group bath. It'll be just like
I'm gonna
Thanos just came back.
I'm gonna use my ring to detect magic in the room,
Okay.
and I'm looking for like magic sensors.
What do you mean sensors?
Spying devices.
Like
Bugs.
a scrying eye
Oh,
or
gotcha.
a wiretap,
Yeah, I gotcha.
a Watergate.
invisible people.
How
Trusting are they?
you
There's goddamn
find
invisible people.
a lot of small hints of magic. The lighting, candles, ever burning candles, some when you enter the bathtub or bathroom and see underneath of the large basin appears to be some evocation magic that would keep the bath warm for you. Lots of small niceties for comforts, but you don't find anything for spying.
So we're having this conversation. All of a sudden, Sammy's like tearing through the pillows and
I would,
looking under the
paranoid, like-
pipes.
if it was me and I was imagining Sam, I imagine he's just kind of casually strolling around the room, glancing at things and taking it in, not actively like twisting off the lamp top and pulling out to see if there's wires.
Thank you for correcting that mental image for me.
Yeah,
Looking for CIA.
I'll save that in
Not
another
paranoid.
file. Yeah.
breaking
He
the phone in
is.
half
Yeah.
and like checking for taps.
He's acting cool about it.
But
Okay.
he's doing it magically instead of physically. That's
Yes.
all.
Yeah.
Look,
Sammy, are you all right? You've been a little off since we found that thing.
Oh, he's bummed out, obviously. Even though he did an amazing thing, eh? Punch his
Exactly.
shoulder.
He should be excited about the miracle Sammy performed, and he's been real quiet and real sullen since that cave. Is everything okay?
Something else happened to you when you touched that thing?
there are two things. And you all need to listen very carefully to this. The first thing is that stone is not gonna do what they think it's gonna do. And you need to look for a bigger one. Something more substantial to invoke the kind of change that they think they're gonna get.
A bigger stone.
There's
Is there a bigger
there's
stone?
more of them out there.
What?
There are so many more of them out there. And that one was just a fragment compared to the others that are out there. I don't know where they're at. But they are out there.
Well, if we don't know where they're at, then we definitely don't have time to go looking for them.
Wait, how do you know all this?
What's this other thing
It was
you
in
wanted
that
to
book
mention?
you were talking about? Or
No, it was in the stone. I saw so many things in it. I saw maybe they were Netherese. They were using it, experimenting on it, trying to test its limits.
just the small stone, not all the other ones? How do you know that there's a bunch of other ones?
Because I sensed them, I felt them.
Well, maybe they
Sure,
can
this isn't
pinpoint
just
where
like
they
our-
are.
Oh. What was
Hmm?
that?
Maybe the wizards can pinpoint where they are and go get them. But what was the other thing that you wanted to warn us about, Sammy?
Oh yeah, two things. This one's a big one.
I look over at Riker. Well, I'm glad that you survived. But using that stone, damn it, I hope they don't do anything foolish with that stone.
What do you mean? What?
Sammy?
I'm afraid that I don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
You're speaking in riddles, man. Spit it out.
I saw my future. And
The same way you did in the book?
Oh, that was Av, I think.
Finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, what?
that's why I'm saying that you have to do this. That you have to look for these other stones. In 9
What?
days, I will die. And
Wait.
there's no diamond. There's no spell. There's nothing that will bring me back.
Wait, hold on. Are we all not sure that this is just one possibility? We know that time isn't set in stone.
I'm absolutely
Yes.
certain of it.
Well, wait, what if you tell us what happened and then we can stop it?
There is no stopping it. There is
But
no
how do you know
avoiding it.
that?
Because the stupid stone told him so?
If at any point you need any
Because-
sort of clarity, don't hesitate to
He
ask.
gave his
I
life
know,
force.
Yeah.
I know I gave you limited information, but if you
That's
need
fine.
anything to help fill it in, I can help.
No, that's fine. All I know is that whatever happens, just do what you have to.
Well, Sammy, we're telling you that what we have to do is figure out a way for you not to die in 9 days. You're being awfully
I don't
cryptic.
think that's an option, Arsis.
I know
Based
it's
on
hard and it's painful, probably. How do you die? Maybe there's something you haven't thought of.
DM did it, so this is not something that was explicitly clear. It just says that I die in 9 days.
Your soul leaves you and goes into the echo.
That's right. Yeah. Read, fucking idiot. It's just wherever it is. 1 minute I'll be there. Then the next, I'll just collapse. And where Ned is at? Well, you could probably find me there.
Oh, that piece of shit.
Okay, so should we go warn the wizards that using the orb's gonna cause them to turn into ghosts?
Probably. Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, I would hope that maybe they're smarter about using it than I was.
Sammy. We had a
This is-
plan.
I mean, we didn't know this was gonna. I mean, he did.
No, we didn't know that using the orb was gonna cause this to happen, but we knew that we had other alternatives, so using the orb wasn't the only option.
we're here now. None of our previous choices matter. We're here now, and we can only move forward.
Yeah, the only
And
way to
look-
turn back time is to sacrifice your soul to a stupid stone.
Let's
Look.
make the best out of the next 9 days.
I truly do think that this is just a possibility, not the definite possibility. Well, I think.
of Arv in that stupid orb. That's another Netherese
Look, well,
artifact, right?
I think 9 days is plenty of time to think about it and look around and see what we can find.
Well,
Nothing is set in stone, not yet.
shit, Sammy, if you're convinced that 9 days is all you got left, what do you want to do?
Want to see my mom?
Ooh.
See my family?
We've got a lot of gold. We can go take it to your parents.
Do you want to go take care of that with the time you think you have remaining?
You think we could transport to Evening Star?
Isn't on the way of where we're going, anyways?
Well, kind of past.
Not quite,
but
just a little bit. A day's travel beyond.
We'll figure it out. Get you there.
We'll get you to your mom's house in less than a week.
Do you want to finish this fight? Or do you want to just spend your time with your family?
I mean,
It's up to you.
I know where the road leads. So,
Wait a second. If you're going to die in 9 days, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, for a second, I was taken by some flight of fancy that you'd be like immortal on the battlefield, just doing that thing you do with your sword and.
oh, that would be fun. Gods, what I would do.
You're serious. Well, I guess we should tell the wizards and then, we don't have to take a bath, Sammy, if you don't want to, a group bath. But if you want some time by yourself, just let us know, but...
I mean, do we know if Quintus is at the top of that damn tree?
Pretty
Does
certain
anybody
he
know
is,
if Quintus is up there?
but it's a good guess. We don't know for sure, but
No. I'd love to try to put my blade through him.
Yes!
At least give it the try.
All right. Be there to see it. Hope I'm there to see it. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Curse him.
for any reason you can't get your blade, I'm sure Herc will put his blade in your name.
Hell's a too
Right
good
through
for
that guy's head.
If he's so obsessed with the abyss, we'll throw him into it.
Would you like to attempt to scry and see what Quintus is up to?
I mean, I was gonna say no, but actually yes.
Okay.
And hey, now 3 out of the 5 of us are attuned to it, so we can all try.
Is that right? Is that how that works? I think only one
No,
person.
I
Only
think
one
only one
person
person
can be
can.
attuned at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You need the
I
USB
mean-
extension to.
If nobody is opposed, I would love to see if there are 2 people that I would love to check in on. Quintus, well, 3 people. Quintus, Penelope, and then Mom.
I mean, shit, man. Yeah, it's yours if you want to do with it what you want.
So, no, John, you tell me. Can I?
Penelope, you mean
Scry
Calliope?
Or Calliope, not Penelope.
That's the same. I didn't catch it at
Is
first.
there a secret
Who
girlfriend?
is
that I-
Penelope?
Yeah.
Give me Penelope.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
She's waiting for you in Ithaca.
Who you want to scry on first?
Quintus.
I gotta pull up a stat sheet.
Wasting one of my precious hours attuning to this thing.
It's wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 17.
I believe so.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, get fucked, Quintus.
holy nice.
Okay. It's at this point that you see the top of the tree. 2 figures stand next to each other. You're getting a 2 for here. Both Quintus and Calliope standing, facing the bent boughs of the tree. where you had fought Quintus the first time.
Mm-hmm.
This time, that same dark portal into the abyss open. And you can see, looking in that direction, a fungal mass shaped in the form of a feminine body. The feminine face has a protrusion from her forehead jutting up in the shape of a crown. She looks out at the two of them. And Quintus, the time has almost come, Your Majesty. Do you think that we are fit to get the true boons of your blessings? And she responds back, a booming voice. You shall receive strength, otherworldly strength, transformation. A fungal tendril slips out in the shape of a hand. Finger comes up and touches Quintus on his forehead. Muscles, bones snapping as his body is transformed. Sprouts, fungal caps bursting from his back. You hear screams of agony, tied in with laughter. And standing before you, a massive hulking figure, Quintus, transformed.
Thank you, my queen. I shall do your bidding.
And he jumps off of the tree, crashing down onto the ground. And as your scrying orb follows, staying within range of the figure, looks out to an army in the trees. Purple Dragon Knights facing catapults being launched at the tree. There is a war active right now at the tree. And you see him throw a few of the knights. This is very Sauron entering the battlefield-esque. Eventually, it fades. Okay. Who next?
Calliope.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna add a +4 to this D20 roll. 18 unfortunately succeeds. You're not able to view Calliope. And now lastly, your mother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's just gonna be a straight D20 roll.
She's too powerful.
I think it's 17, right?
It is
Oh,
17. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 17.
Yeah. All right. All right. I get to see Mom.
You see a dark stone room. Your mother huddled with your siblings. Candle lights littered about, and as you survey the room, you see that there are bedrolls strewn everywhere. The citizens of Evening Star are hunkered down inside of the barracks. Coughing, idle chatter, paranoia, crying. There's fear. And for the moment, you just hear your mother comforting the youngest ones, petting their head, and kind of shushing them, saying, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. We'll get through this. We've survived worse, haven't we? We can do this.
I see all 4 of my siblings there.
Yeah.
I'll probably cut it early just to know that they're alive.
Okay. Is there anything that anybody else wants to do before we transition to a long rest and your official leveling up?
There was one thing I wanted to do. Riker will go up to Rin and take out that book that Rin gave him last session. And hand it back and say,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I guess I really wasn't strong enough to keep it.
Hey, don't say that about yourself. You kept it. It was safe.
I suppose. But
Hey.
maybe next time give it to Mr. Herc.
Nah. I know who to give it to. And it's you.
Thanks.
You'll make it through next time.
Yeah, and if not, I get to see the god again.
I guess. It's really good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Honestly, in the afterlife, there wasn't much to do. I just kind of waited around. So it is nice being back with
No
you
waiting
all.
around here. A lot to do.
Too much to do, but yes.
Thanks. I think I need to get writing, so.
Honestly, same.
Alrighty. As Herc strips down and starts the giant hot bath, what are the rest of you doing?
Actually, yeah. Arsis wants to talk to Riker.
Okay.
Okay.
Why was your experience so different from mine?
You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't suppose you pray to any deity, do you?
I don't.
Then it's just hard to say. I remember things so vividly, but I'm not sure why you wouldn't.
Well, I remember it vividly, but I just remember the fear and the loneliness.
You don't remember going through any of the judgment?
No.
Huh. Yeah, that is odd. Maybe it's just different for some people than others.
I'm glad yours was better.
I don't know if I'd call it good, but well, I suppose it could have been worse.
Maybe we should write out what it's like so Sammy won't be so scared.
Honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea. Let him know what to expect.
He knows we're going to try to resurrect him after.
Oh, we are definitely going to resurrect him after. But even better, let's try not to get to that point.
Yeah, it could be a lie like that book.
Yeah, nothing is set in stone, and I truly believe that. I think we can get past this, just we need to know what to look for.
It's ready. Water's hot.
You gonna join him in the bath?
Honestly, I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep. Turns out
don't you
being
have that cleaning
Gross
magic?
clothes and oh man,
Anyone that needs a little prestidigitation, Riddle.
that's
Yeah.
cheating.
Before any of you get into bed, you should be cleaned off.
Yeah.
I throw a button.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. While Riker is in his bed, he'll take out his journal and in the entry for today, just simply write, "It's not my time yet."
Ooh,
Then close it up.
I like that. Okay.
Sammy's in his book.
Sammy will probably take a little time, so in a clear pool of water, you'll probably see him taking a crude attempt at tattoos. And he'll be playing with the tattoos or building eyes at the base of his throat, and he'll put one on his left side of his eye. Narratively speaking, well, in meta speaking, he gets expertise with the next level, so he's choosing to get expertise on deception and perception.
Ooh.
So he's gonna focus in on those things.
Nice.
Wait, so he's doing this in the bath or somewhere else?
Probably like a wash basin or something like that, where people aren't like jumping around in the water and disturbing it, so he can look at it.
Who does that in a bath? It's a place to relax. It's not a pool.
Also, probably needs some sort of mirror to be able to look at what he's doing.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty. And we can pick up there next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, do we level up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not again, but yeah, you can officially be level 7.
Yay!
DMs hate this one little trick.